collections this year are really bad, like historically bad. They have never been this horrible in MLB The Show 23, and there has never been just a game where it has been pointless to end up getting the collections done. And simply it's because the cards aren't that amazing that you end up getting the 99 Derek Jeter, the 99 Sammy Sosa, and the 99 Mark McGwire. I can name at least 3 better players for each one of those cards. And all of the really high level MLB The Show guys aren't using any of these cards in their lineup, and this is a 1 million stub collection. I don't think that you need to end up doing it this year, as it's kind of a waste of stubs, and if you are no money spent, there are better options. And the big kind of argument to this is that they are core cards. But whenever I talk about all of the cards that we're going to end up seeing later in the game, it just makes this a lot worse. Like it means that this kind of doesn't matter anymore, and there's no reason to end up going after it. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys drop a like and a sub as we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and let's get right into it. Last Friday, we had one of the best cards come into the game that we have seen in a very long time, which is the 99 overall Fernando Tatis Jr. This card right now is going for 266,000 stubs and will be able to be used for the next 2 months at least, as it will be able to be used as set 1 and set 2. And it seems like we're kind of getting this thing from SDS, because all set 1 cards will be able to use in set 2. All set 2 cards will be able to be used in set 3. It makes you really think that this year especially, there is no reason to do the live series collection unless you are a huge Jeter fan or Sammy Sosa or Mark McGwire. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. I think I can genuinely name 5 shortstops in the game that are all better than the 99 overall Derek Jeter card, which is kind of sad, but this card's got 86 fielding, max power on both sides, max clutch. He's an absolute dog. He's got 94 speed, 95 steal. He's a 5-tool player. He'll play shortstop for you, and he'll absolutely rake. I've used this card, and he is disgusting. Or if you want to go a different route, you can end up picking up Francisco Lindor, a World Series reward, who I also think a switch-hitting shortstop is a lot better than Derek Jeter. And it just seems like this year, whenever you can get Fernando Tatis for 277K, but finishing live series, you'll have to spend 205,000 for Mike Trout. You have to spend 140 for Shohei, 116 for Jacob, and 150 for Aaron Judge, which is kind of the only big live series card that I have. It doesn't make sense. It genuinely doesn't make sense, because you're going to be spending upwards of 700,000 stubs, probably more, up to about 1 million stubs for live series collections for 3 cards that are core cards, obviously, so you will be able to use them all year. But you gotta also keep in mind, not only will you have a wild card, you'll be able to use 1 player the whole year. For me, it is probably going to be none other than the 99 overall Chipper Jones, just because he's an absolute dog. But there are just so many amazing set 1 cards that are a lot better than these collection awards. Like, even if I ended up grinding the collection awards and I got 99 overall Sammy Sosa, although Sammy Sosa would start in right field for me, he won't in about 3 days when I end up getting the 99 overall Babe Ruth from collections. And with cards like Griffey and Mike Trout and Trey Turner and all of these amazing cards that we end up for just grinding the game, as well as buying cards for like 60 to 70K, like Manny Machado, who's got max clutch and big power numbers, and he's got 99 fielding over at third base, there's just not really a big reason to end up doing it this year. And I know that I talked about this a little bit earlier, but it's just day by day, it is getting worse and worse to end up getting live series done. So I think live series this year for no money spent players is one of the worst things you can end up grinding. And this has kind of cost me a ton of stubs, as I ended up buying and going after Aaron Judge, who's a 94 overall, and this card is 150K, and I ended up locking him in, so I'm not able to use him. I have a lot of diamonds that I've locked in, and a lot of collections I've locked in, and I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes if you haven't. This year, it's just a lot more important to have stubs, because you can get a really good God squad. I mean, I have a pretty good God squad. These guys all are really great for me. All my relievers pretty much have close to max hits per 9, and my starters all have either a really good pitch mix or max hits per 9 as well. And my starting lineup looks like this, and I've grinded the game, but I have missed out on about 400 to 500,000 stubs just because I ended up grinding the live series collection and getting some of it done. Although I didn't have all of it done, I ended up collecting a lot of the teams, and some of it wasn't a bad look, especially like the Orioles and some of these guys, which are kind of the lower tier cards. But teams like the Yankees that I ended up doing, guys like Garrett Cole, who's going for 18 right now, but will keep on going up. And Aaron Judge is going for 150. I have made plenty of mistakes locking in some live series cards and some set 1 cards that I just really want to make sure and urge you guys not to do, because it'll save you a ton of stubs. And I know that there are a couple people whenever I make this video that are like, well, they're core cards, you're going to end up needing them. But if you have a wild card and set 1 cards are going to be able to be used in set 2, and with how MLB The Show is right now, you can't tell me that set 2 isn't going to be as good as set 1 is. Like, there's going to be a lot of amazing cards that come out with set 2 that are just going to end up taking over some of these starting spots. Like, there's going to be more team affinity cards. There's going to be more legend cards that are really, really good and obtainable. There's going to be another Murakami that ends up coming in the Season 2 program. And so it's just kind of something to think about, that it's not going to be a good look to end up getting collections this year. Hold on to your stubs. Save your stubs if you're no money spent, and you will thank yourself in the long run. Boys, if you enjoyed videos like this and you want to see more like it, make sure you guys drop a like and a sub as we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the support lately. I'll talk to you boys later. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you guys think I'm wrong or there's any reason that you should do collections in the comment section below. I'd love to talk about it. I don't think you guys are wrong either. But I'll talk to you boys later. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.